Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic challenge. So after a few tricky ones, it's good to have quite an easy and straightforward challenge because it's fleet, and obviously we do not have that annoying evasion feat to do that sometimes does come with the fleet challenges. Actually, it's good to come back to an easier, straightforward red box. But you know, enjoy it while it lasts because a brand new Inquisitor challenge is just around the corner. But for now, obviously, as always, I'll cover first the modifiers and the feats for today's challenge, and I actually show you 3 battles today. So like, I tried a few fleets and I just want to show you the 3 that worked best for me. So all of these, you can get all the feats done in a single battle, so hopefully shouldn't be too tricky to achieve today's max rewards, whichever fleet you've got up and running. So let's first now kick off with the global modifiers, the advanced targeting computers, and this one is pretty cool because whenever a target locked enemy is attacked, there is a 50% chance to call an ally to assist. So you will see randomly you'll be getting some assists, but so will the enemy. But it's definitely nice to have a little bit more of firepower as needed. The probe droids modifier doesn't affect all that much, to be honest. Maybe in certain fleets that, you know, if you do give out a lot of buffs to your ships, you will see this coming into effect, that you will get inflicted with breach and expose. Now unfortunately, the enemy on their side, they don't have a whole lot of ways to gain a lot of buffs, so this mostly will impact negatively you, not the enemy. But moving on, we got now player modifier, so it's a droid challenge, so we do get some bonuses from droids, but yeah, nothing too crazy here really. For you, in terms of the enemy modifier, theirs is pretty good actually, because they do get some stacking offense, and then as well, whenever an Empire ally is defeated, it will reduce the cooldown of reinforcement ability on the capital ship. But capital ship AI is really weird, like sometimes you just wouldn't bring in a reinforcement for a couple of turns, so it's a bit of a funny one. So definitely you know, your battle might not play out exactly as what I'll be showing you here, just because the AI is so random with what reinforcements they bring in. Do they start off with an AoE, with the basics? It's gonna be a bit of random everything really, but whatever happens, you know, you should be able to knock this out. As long as, you know, you do have at least 3 droid ships, because it's one of the feats here. You have to win while using 3 droid ships. Now they don't have to be in the field, they can just be in reinforcement. You don't even have to use them, they just have to be in your fleet. And if you're using Malevolence, actually Malevolence itself counts as a droid ship, so if you're using Malevolence, you need then just at minimum 2 more droid ships there in your fleet. If you're using some other fleet commander, obviously you will need 3 droid ships in there. So just something to point out. Moving on, bring balance, at least 1 light side, 1 dark side. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Like, you can just leave the light side ship or a dark side ship, you know, as the reinforcement, so they don't get defeated, and you will be granted this feat. And then you have to win at least you have to win the battle after scoring at least 15 critical hits. Straightforward-ish. You just have to a little bit stall out the battle to make long enough to make sure you did get critical hits done, because again, we still have no feat tracker, so it's anyone's guess how many actually we've done there. So with this out of the way, let's now hop into the first battle. So Malevolence is probably the default fleet if you do have to just go ahead and use, because obviously it's a droid challenge and Malevolence is the best lead for droids. So just bring in your standard separatist lineup. You don't even need to bring your IG in there if you don't have it, just because as mentioned before, Malevolence itself counts as a droid ship. So by adding Vulture and Hyena or any other 2 droid ships, we'll get the feat done. And then obviously bringing in Plow there for the bring balance feat, because all of these guys are dark side and we do need to use 1 light side ship. So I decided to bring in Plow because it's got lots of utility no matter what fleet you're using. Now the enemy side, they're juiced up with speed, they'll be running circles around you, losing Vulture droid, but hey, this is Malevolence, so losing Vulture droids is actually exactly what you want. Getting some buzzies out there, so hopefully we can get some attacks going, assists. Hopefully some of these will be critical hits. There we go, got a couple of critical hits there. On we go, obviously Gauntlet cleansing off. Now I will not bring in Spy, I don't want to finish off these guys out too quickly. I want to stall the battle as long as I can, just to make sure I can get those 15 critical hits in. Instead I'm bringing IG as the reinforcement, first one, because obviously it will be healing up your droids, especially Hyena Bombers. Hopefully Hyena Bomber can stay alive and keep taunting for your team. So first you'll get stuck behind the Imperial TIE Bomber, but as soon as you get it down, this battle will become a lot more easy. They don't have any other tanks on their fleet, so you'll be able to just go and pick on whoever you want. Unfortunately, they finished off IG there, still kind of going there for Gauntlet. Decided to keep Gauntlet alive for the time being. I do want to stall this out. I don't want to finish them off too quickly. Bring in Spy now. I was going after Vader to also take out their main damage dealer. Going after Gauntlet next, I guess. There we go. Just down to pop shuttle again, trying to stall the battle. We need those 15 critical hits. Without a feat tracker, you have no idea. I'm not going to pop my ultimate as mentioned before. I will drag on this as long as I can. Basics there we go. More basics. Okay, and unfortunately they didn't bring any other reinforcements. But luckily for me, this was enough to get all the feats done in a single attempt, single battle. I didn't even retry this battle. This was literally the first battle I've done. All the feats done, critical hits, droids, bring balance. I didn't even bring in plow out of reinforcement. It doesn't even matter. It will still count towards your feat. Now, if you do not have Malevolence, I was able to get it work as well with Negotiator, but I did have to bring in Houndstooth because the enemy, they've got so much firepower, they would just keep burning through my Y-Wing. But yeah, Houndstooth, just a reminder of how broken this tank is. There we go. Just do a mass assist here, get some Valor going, and do an AoE. There we go, we're getting some assists now. Okay, what they've got for us, they've got an AoE, that's fine. And we'll just keep pushing here. Again, same as battle number 1, you'll be stuck behind TIE Bomber. So this is going to be the main challenge here. Getting rid of TIE Bomber so then you can actually go after the main threat. Bringing in Plow as the first reinforcement. Okay, so we get some cleanse, some turn meter gain. He can also then put a taunt on Houndstooth because these guys, they got very high tenacity. It's a good luck landing any debuffs on them. But when you finally do, then Gauntlet can just go ahead and cleanse them off. Let's get it unending loyalty going for us. TIE Bomber, 1 minute in, still alive. Man, I wish my TIE Bomber would be that tanky. Here comes the Dispel, and that's why you do want to get TIE Bomber out because this Dispel is very annoying. I lost the Valor on my guys, except on Anakin there, so a little bit slow down. Now we're down to our droid reinforcements. Remember, we do need 3 droid ships for the feat, so without using Malevolence lead, you most definitely will need all 3 droid ships that we do currently have in the game on your fleet to get it done. Going after Vader next, getting rid of their main damage dealer. They didn't bring in now their Imperial TIE Fighter. Hopefully it won't be dodging too much. Let's just go ahead and bring another reinforcement in. Obviously bring in Vulture Droid because they got some nice synergy there with Hyena Bomber, getting some assist there. Going after Gauntlet next now, just because obviously it can cleanse and we don't want that. Just keep going, but yeah, a little bit struggling with the damage here. Enemy definitely, you know, they're juiced up for this challenge. This is not your standard Empire fleet that you and I have on our roster. But yeah, with Gauntlet out, obviously they don't have healing, they don't have a tank anymore. We took out TIE Advanced, and now it's just a case of picking them off one at a time. They did get their ultimate off. I actually did lose Anakin here, unfortunately, but I was still able to, you know, finish this off. So definitely with Negotiator, I had to do like 3 or 4 attempts to get this done. So definitely not as straightforward as it is with Malevolence, but you can still get it done. We'll just keep going here. No dodging, please. Come on, one more hit. And yeah, down they go. Okay, so Negotiator as well can get it done. And obviously, if you do have Executor, this was an easy straight match as well. With Executor, you really have to try to stall hard, because otherwise you will just burn through these guys very quickly. So, you know, you do need your 15 critical hits, right? So definitely want to stall out the battle. Just decided to bring in reinforcements or not. Just decided to bring in Plow. I don't want another bounty hunters. I don't want more damage on my team, because we'll burn through these guys too quickly simply. Let's get a taunt up. Let's go ahead, heal up blow there. Going after gauntlet now. Just kind of trying to keep a count on my critical hits to make sure that I stall long enough, and after I kind of counted, I've got about 15, then I decided to blitz these guys down very quickly, taking out Vader, so we take out their damage dealer, going after Pulp Shuttle next. Didn't use their mass assist, because, you know, we do have to stall. I wasn't close yet with critical hit at that point. Again, no ultimate here. I just want to stall this out. I think I've got my critical hits, so we can just go ahead now and finish the battle. And there we go. Definitely, you know, very flexible here what fleet you want to use, as long as you have their Malevolence and 2 droid ships, or any other fleet and 3 other droid ships. You know, should be pretty straightforward here. You just have to survive the opening salvo, because the enemy, they've got a lot of speed, it seems, and after you take down their TIE bomber, then the rest of the battle becomes a lot easier. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope this video was useful and helpful, showing you how I got max rewards quite easily this time. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.